So again, you could have made a stack diagram. I chose not to, but let's see which instructions we've collected in this section. We've got AND, we've got OR, and we've got XOR. But there's not a NOT. Not news is that NOT's not a real instruction. It's a pseudo instruction. Open your eyes, sheeple. Let's go ahead and blow away that pseudo instruction and see what we get. Boom. And we get XOR I instead. So compressed AND instead of regular AND, XOR I instead of NOT, compressed OR, and compressed XOR. So NOT is not a real assembly instruction. It's actually just an XOR with -1. Devious pseudo instruction hiding amongst the Booleans. So what is an XOR-I or XORI? It is XOR with immediate, bitwise XOR with immediate. So now instead of XORing two registers, we're going to XOR a register with an immediate. Source register, immediate 12 bits, sign extended, and write the result into the destination register. So it's just Boolean bitwise XOR, same as before. So here we can see that, we took this random value, we XORed it with all ones, which is -1, right? It's FF and then sign extended up. It's going to be all ones. And so 1 XOR 1 is 0, 0 XOR 1 is 1, and so on and so forth until we see tessellated toads, tessellated toads, tessellated toads! So yeah, XOR I, just use an I of -1 and you've got yourself a NOT instruction. So the takeaways from this is that C Boolean operators basically correspond one-to-one to the assembly instructions, and that means the hardest part of this class is over. From here on out, we're mostly just going to be seeing easy things where the C corresponds to the assembly instructions. You've learned about the stack, you've learned about frame pointer storage, return address storage. All the hard stuff is behind you, and from now on, we're just running around collecting new assembly instructions because we're completionists like that. So we picked up XOR I, XOR, OR, and AND. And those would show up on this diagram right here. AND, OR, XOR, and XORI, as well as compressed AND, compressed OR, and compressed XOR. And also NOT, which is not an instruction. It's actually an XORI. So yeah, we just picked up a pretty nice chunk of Boolean assembly instructions, although it does look conspicuously incomplete. Let's continue on.